And we're recording. This dumb thing stops every 30 minutes and then starts right up again. So, like, if we go hour and a half or whatever, I gotta then splice it. I have to, like, upload it to YouTube, download it to a computer, and then upload that file format.
Oof.
And then
process.
Put it to my Dropbox, download it to my phone, put all three of those videos together.
Well, that's
and
good.
then upload it back to YouTube and Facebook or whatever the hell else we do it. Oh, this is 25. Does he stink or what?
Boy, that breath, dude. You guys fucking blew some hell in my face. That was some hot pit bull breath.
Alright. Dude,
hot.
Saturday night at like 10 o'clock, here we go, huh? After 10 o'clock, but shit, nothing going on. Okay.
Nothing going on with Team Beer wants to go to Sweepy.
Exactly. Here it
Not
is.
much longer. There, Pooch.
Alright. Okay, we are recording episode 25.
Oh, right now we're recording here?
We're hitting.
Right on.
We're on. And that intro, I'm just leaning on the intro.
Oh, now you're
Always.
really checking to see if it's working. I suppose it's weird that you don't hear shit.
What's
You know,
that?
like, it's weird that we don't hear nothing. It's just like all of a sudden now you just, because I
Right.
feel like even at your place, I feel like there's something more. I don't know, maybe if it's like that I
Oh.
can see us on the thing or whatever.
Oh, yeah. Hold on. Let me switch it.
What the hell it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. A guy feels as if.
There. I forgot
Oh,
about
yeah,
that.
maybe. There you go.
Yeah. The liveness, if you will.
See that? Oh, okay, no, it's your, yeah. It's your. I'm used to seeing your phone with the. You know when you hit your phone, like periodically throughout.
Yeah.
Like I see the fucking things.
Exactly. The sound waves.
Yeah, nothing to tell me when this shit's recording.
I know.
It's entrapment. It's
You're
entrapment.
like, I shouldn't have said that and be like, well, you know what?
Shit.
Oh, good call on starting with that one.
Gee, yeah. Dude.
Start with the Coors and not the Mickeys.
The course gets harder to go down.
Right.
Oh.
I would say it's a Christmas miracle that this is even happening.
What's that?
Just,
Oh, getting an episode out?
yeah, it's right now. Between last week and this weekend and this week, like,
Odds were
holy
against us on that
shit.
Old Tank Bear.
Yeah.
You fucking hospital well, not, yeah, hospital. I was going to say hospitalized, but he
Right.
wasn't hospitalized. But yeah, dog issues, and now last night was half work, half, I guess, obligations.
Sure, right,
Yeah,
right.
I just didn't think it was going to take that long.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, and I don't know what the hell, like, my night meds or whatever mixed with that beer that I drank last night, and
Yeah.
poof, I blinked, I was passed out.
No shit, huh?
Yeah.
It's just gone.
No, yeah, and that's what ran into the boss today, and he fucking, I said that I was with Mike, fucking, he fed me a few too many beers, and then
Yeah.
I didn't mean it like I got shithouse wasted, you know?
Yeah.
He's like, he ran in today and said that I would call me a lightweight and everything like that, you know, harassed me a bit for being late.
Right.
I'm like, no, dude, I don't know what the hell. I'm like, the meds mixed with that beer, my
Oh,
gut
right.
fucking throttled me. I don't mix
Was it 8
anything
o'clock
anymore.
start today, wasn't it?
No, fuck no.
Oh.
Yeah, no, I did.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, mine was.
But everybody else, they were not. They were there. Oh, no.
Yeah, they started earlier than me and Alyssa. Alyssa's brakes went out.
Oh, crap.
Yeah, so when her brakes went out, I told her to fucking park it here
Yeah.
to not have to, you know, to avoid town.
Sure.
Avoid having to do all that
Sure,
fuckery.
Yeah. How do you, like, how did you even get here then?
She drove, man.
Right.
She just, Yeah, I went 40 the whole way, I suppose. She said some people were pulling out in front of her. So I'm like, that'll teach him.
Holy
You
shit.
can just wait for that one.
Yeah, right, and then just rear end them.
Yeah, the person will learn.
That's an automatic she drives in.
Oh, yeah.
How the fuck would you stop?
Oh, and
Throw
you
it
can
in
still use
neutral or
3,
what?
2, 1. You can
Right,
use
yeah,
3, 2,
I
1.
suppose
I just
you're
told
right,
her do
you're
not put it in third until you're in like mid to low 40s.
Right.
But yeah,
Holy shit.
showed her how to
That's
do that.
nuts. I suppose where there's a will, right?
But
There's
you
a
know,
way.
you'd be amazed. You take your foot off the accelerator,
Mm-hmm.
like the motor kind of, you know, I mean, it don't take it long
Yeah.
to like start to at least go down. I mean, if you had to stop for anything,
Yeah.
then yeah, you're
You're
fucked.
not.
But
She had no brakes, like, at all?
this is what she says. I didn't drive the vehicle.
Or I know, I'm just like, I know.
So, you know, but she said, yeah, I've been there. It sounded like, she said she hit her brakes this morning and it just went right to the floor.
Oh, shit. You've been there, though? You've driven a vehicle with no brakes?
Fuck, a lot of times.
Shut up.
Yeah.
Fuck. What was that like?
Oh, shit.
A lot of times, like more than once.
Yeah, but
like I would say
like,
2 would be my max.
I think that's probably like off the top of my head 4 examples, 2 for sure. But yeah, but I'm sure both them vehicles were.
But you've driven it multiple times.
Yeah, I cruised around with the Jeep for at least a couple days without brakes. My rotors fucking went away on me. Like, they wore down to the point of just disintegrating.
So there was no, but so then the brake pads couldn't have
The
anything to
calipers had
grab onto.
nothing. Yeah. So that was the whole thing there.
How did you stop anything?
Well, I
suppose
just I didn't drive out of town with it, you know.
Right.
So that
You
one
can
I
kind
had
of creep everywhere you need to
you know,
go.
and I would use the other gears to slow the fuck down. I would either go first, second, third drive.
I'd have no.
Yeah, dude.
God damn.
Yeah, you work with what God gave you at some points in life. Then the other one was this clapped out shit fuck van
Yeah.
that also had a transmission that was going out in Alexandria. The day I met actually Lewis.
Oh,
The
no
thing
shit.
had shit brakes and it had fucking no transmission. The thing was louder than hell. Because I met that prick. I moved down there. Every one of my roommates went to the cities or had other things going on. So
Sure.
I put like the house kind of together, didn't know anybody at all. And then ended up at a party because I knew some people like from
Sure.
Roseville down there.
Yeah.
And I blacked out. Drug binge and
Right.
whatnot. And then I black out and come to. And my phone said a guy named Lewis was calling me. And I didn't even know who the fuck it was, but when I answered it, he asked if I wanted to help him move. I kind of like, what the fuck, I got to move. So I went and helped him move. Now it's been now we're 10 minutes, 10 years later.
Yeah.
Over maybe a little bit, and there's Tank Bear. Tank came from Lewis. Fucking
Jesus. And when Lewis probably made up almost every episode. Well, yes, he has. I think so far.
He's just
So, like,
kissing ass. I mean, or you mean like in conversation? Or?
no. Just because you bring him up, saying go fuck
Well,
yourself.
if I haven't, it's because I just said fuck him.
Well, that's what I mean. It's
yeah,
like
almost every
he's
episode.
been in every episode, just the topic for a split second.
A
But that's
quick
crazy,
flash.
right? Like, huh?
Yeah, that prick, he's one of the few that like, she kept in touch. I guess
Yeah.
other than that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is fucking cool right here, man. I got the ashtray set up. One day when this shit becomes a job, people just know pack of parliaments and
Right.
fucking ashtray. Whoever
Right.
is the nice person that has to do my shit.
Right. No, okay, so speaking of this future piece of it, if you will, right? I've been reading it, and anybody who's been hanging out close to me, I've been reading those letters in 500 books. I finished the Portal one, the second one. I started the third one now, okay? So you talk about being all fucking crazy and, like, let's talk about future shit. I'm gonna get right into, like, nuts shit
fuck.
right now.
I gotta use my fucking brain.
Kinda, because it's more imaginative than anything. We watched this movie tonight, Jingle Jangle. So if anybody's gonna watch it, spoiler alerts all the way through. Like, don't get pissed off.
Jingle Jangle.
Jingle.
I thought it was a
Jangle.
fucking kids movie, dude.
Oh, it is.
Oh, okay.
It's PG, right? It's I don't know. It was cuter than hell. Christmas movie of this year, whatever. But,
I'm sorry not to cut you off. I
Yeah.
just thought we're gonna be able to tell which one's mine because the foam is gonna have cigarette burns.
no. I actually did label the boxes, so like we got it figured out. No worries. I put a C on yours, a J on mine, and I'm like, we should probably figure that out.
Shit
Good idea.
would
Let's move
only
this back.
be proper.
Right.
If
So
there
now
was.
anybody listening on the audio, they're gonna hear a whole bunch of like boom, boom, boom shit, but it's okay. We're just getting set up, getting comfortable. Everybody listening, we appreciate it.
And I'm sorry, belching into the mic.
Yeah, the little sound wave is going.
What up, brother?
I know, Tank Bear.
You're fine. I gotta switch my whole fucking setup.
This dog just comes in like, I'm part of this.
Nah, he's.
Well, actually,
his house.
Right.
His couch.
Like you're
Technically, the mic comes here. That's part of his mic.
Right. You're in my area, shithead.
Okay.
But all right,
Now.
so these books, right? Like crazy information. Like I truly believe that there is no, if you want to say like coincidences. And the reason I'm going with that is because of these books. Like I started reading them, and I'm starting to like really. There's so much that you start to notice and become aware of. And you can't ignore it. Once like, it's the whole, like, I can't unsee that now.
So, like, the book and the movie go together here? Like,
No, but it's the synchronicities.
oh, okay.
that
I
would-
mean, you read the book, which made you notice what you.
Exactly.
Alright,
Like, you
alright.
just notice so many more things. Have you ever seen the movie Interstellar? 2014.
No, I know the movie,
Right.
man. I can
Matthew
see the
McConaughey.
fucking cover of it, but
And,
yeah, I've seen it, but I wouldn't
Sure.
be able to tell you dick
Right.
about it.
No worries. So I just finished that last weekend. Okay. Mind blowing on how much that movie goes parallel with that second book that I just finished. And holy shit. Like, again, I'm going to spoiler alert. Anybody who hasn't seen any of these movies, I mean, really fuck off. Just go watch them. But anyway, But it's just like he's falling. At the end, he's falling. And when you really get deep into yourself, like it is a falling thing, meditation or going into the void or whatever you want to call it.
You've never fucking woke up like.
Exactly. That's exactly it. Dude, it's so. I got done with that movie. It took me a few times because it's almost a 3-hour movie. Jesus, it's long, right? So you got to dedicate some time.
It's a John.
Yeah, it's like Titanic.
That's the one you watched today?
This last week was one. Last weekend was Interstellar.
Yeah, okay, no,
Tonight
that would
was
make
Jingle
sense. I was
Jangle.
saying, fuck this Jingle
Yeah.
Jangle. What, 3 hours?
Yeah, no, that one was hour 52.
No, yeah, okay, so-
average.
Yeah, no, but Interstellar makes complete sense on the time frame.
It was just so. There's that last weekend, and there were so many things in that movie that I'm like, the bridge. Like, there's a bridge piece of it. And I know, like, reading the book, and like, the human race is a bridge for the people 500 years into the future. We're actually the ground. I take that back. We're not the bridge. We're the ground for them. Like, it's polarity. You have your positive, your negative, and your ground. You have 3 pieces. Why do you think there's always 3? Right?
That's history.
Exactly.
Throughout the entire, man, everything's 3. Every religion's 3.
Religion.
3 pops up pretty much in every in existence.
Exactly.
There's
So
no existence.
So
other than
that happened, right? And then tonight we're watching this movie, and I'm noticing shit everywhere. Like, as soon as I start to cry, that's when I notice the deep down surfacing. I've never put that together until probably this last week. And I'm 35 years old and going, holy shit, okay. So if something makes me cry, it strikes not a nerve. It's not my nervous system. It's something deeper within me going, you're in the right spot right now. And in that movie, like, tears hit many times, not because it's sad or happy, it's because I felt it way deeper. And
now that you're talking about now, Jingle Jangle.
This is Jingle Jangle tonight, right? And there was, last week was just freaked me out, so I'll get back to that in a second. But like tonight was just some crying moments, whatever it be, realizing, holy shit, you know, like the guy, he sees everything different. Everything in his language, if you will. Like, impossible is possible by squaring it. So impossible squared equals possible. I'm like, fuck, that makes sense to me. Why? I don't know. And it's a movie, but I also believe movies can cross over into the real world, if you will. This reality, this world.
But I fully believe that. I mean, that it goes back, I guess, like to like if I'm crazy or not.
Yeah.
Which I feel like every healthy person is a little crazy.
Sure, absolutely.
But like, I think like Hollywood has had a knack for showing us things and desensitizing us subliminally to different. You know, like
all day.
Some
Yes.
shit was like, think about movies that came out early 2000s.
That thing's falling.
Oh, damn. Early 2000s, 90s. Oh, is it just the stand?
Yeah, your
Oh,
middle
okay, I thought
one.
my seat clamped.
Yeah. No, your middle one there. Right here. There you go.
Alright. Perfect. No, it's not
Well, it is. It's both, right?
Yeah, oh yeah. Alright,
let's see.
temporary fucking...
I know.
Temporary fuckery.
Technical difficulties. I was noticing the sound waves on the phone.
But they were disappearing, or
right.
it was still going?
They were smaller
Oh, yeah,
than
yeah,
what
yeah.
it usually is. And I'm like, oh shit. I
Oh,
look
that's
over.
just because the damn mic's down on my
The
chest.
mic's falling down.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
New
But no,
venue.
yeah.
Anyway, yeah.
First time we've used this table, people.
Right.
Hell yeah. Alright. Yeah, I think we're... You fucking thing.
Right.
Alright, well, anyway, yeah, I think Hollywood's always had a way of showing us weird shit, and like movies that were so futuristic.
Right.
Guess what? That shit's now reality. You know what
Absolutely.
I mean? Like what people were like, holy shit, like that's out there.
Yeah.
Well, think about Back to the Future.
Right.
All that shit, even the self-lacing shoes, everything.
Yeah.
Because reality, and that shit blew people's fucking minds.
Right. They were way
So
out.
now, where we at? You know, Interstellar type shit, and
Right.
like even the movie The Martian.
Absolutely.
You know, that same movie, I think that Matt Damon is in it too, where
Yeah.
like half the world is shrunk.
Yes. Exactly.
You know, like
And now, like, we could be living in that right now, and we'd never even fucking know.
well, I don't know. Like I've heard or read shit that is actually supposed to happen.
Right.
Like, you know, like that's a option for.
Future. Right.
Well, like population control
Oh,
stuff,
right.
shit. You know, like
Yeah.
how are we gonna make this happen? How are we gonna sustain? Well, if half the population being that small,
Right.
yeah, resources
Totally.
become like 1 2x4s building a lot of houses.
Right. Totally. Right.
But anyway,
That's so
if
real.
I jet off there.
Yeah. No. It is though. Like. That's. Oh man. It's so. Unless you're really, really paying attention to it, it's not gonna be real for you. I know. Like. Come on, reach. Making the mic stand just
Yeah.
there it is. Right? The sound wave? Fuck yeah, they're there.
Feet.
The wave. That's awesome. But right, so then he sees all this stuff, and it's his invention, and his best friend steals his shit and gets rich off of all of his inventions, right? But that doesn't matter.
Friend?
The what?
This is a dick friend.
Right, for sure. And I'm like, okay, that's a cool story. But what hits me is like, he's different, and nobody really takes him serious except for his craft of like fixing little things. But he can make and create anything. And it takes the entire movie for him to do that. And it takes his his granddaughter to come there and then realize she has that same thing that he's got going
the same
on.
gift.
Right.
Yeah.
And then he's like, whoa, okay, don't ever change that. And she's like, well, fuck you, like, you don't see that? And he's like, no, not anymore. But he saw it, right? The same drawing, the same stuff, the same... And that is, I mean, if you are different, own it. And that's where I feel like me, right? For me personally, I see so many different things. And people are starting to tell me that. Well, you see this in such a different light. And I'm like, actually, I've been... Yeah, no, you're right. I do see that in a different light. Why do I see all this stuff different? And then I've tried...
Yeah, you're an inch of my fucking face, dude. Right.
Just getting a new face. But yeah, you know, like... It's been such a weird 2 weeks, even. Just because, like, the awareness is so massive where you're like, yes, I have been seeing, since I can remember, everything in such a different light. I've just never really been aware of it.
I mean, it's just everybody's going to take in... Well, we all take in information different.
Mm-hmm.
So, who's, like... It shouldn't come to any surprise, like, that how we process what we see, like, on a daily... We're all going to take that differently, how we process it in our head as it comes in, and just information to visuals, everything, where everyone's going to take it slightly different.
Right.
You know, but at the same point, I think like society is like a common whole, like has that common whole, as a common whole, fucking sees it all similar.
Yeah.
And then there's the ones who see it very different, or we just translate it very different.
But I think that's a great word, actually, translate.
Mm-hmm.
Like the way you take it in and then bring it back out. Like you translate it. You translate what are you seeing? What do you know? Take this new person at work, right? She started, and she's like, my question is when somebody asks me a question, I will ask them a question with that, and that's like, and my question is, what's your intended outcome? Like I found that when I'm like, ooh, because I don't know usually a lot of things, you know, like somebody goes, hey, what do you do with this? And I'm like, I don't really know, but what's your intended outcome? And then they can tell it's their first time ever hanging around me because they give me that look of, what? It's like, well, first of all, intentions, right? Like, What are your intentions here? Well, to work, great. Well, what is your intended outcome? What do you want to happen? Like, it's just been so weird. Like, I don't even know.
No, it's fucking kick ass. I mean, like, it's just it's because we're around each other. Like, I'm around me every single day, so I don't know anything's amiss.
Sure.
Or anything's different.
Right.
On the way that I do shit. So, same with you. Like, you've never, like, how you, I don't know, like, process, like, anything in your head. Like, to you, it's the same. You've always done it.
Right.
So when somebody new gets in the picture, maybe, like, whoever the fuck it is just hasn't met anyone even close to this with the same outlook on shit.
Maybe that's
so, you know,
true.
now they're just noticing that this, because I mean, we notice weird shit pretty quick.
Yeah.
And I'd say, you know, like, so anything that something's off your radar and it flags as weird.
Right.
You know, you just start hearing about it. Some shit, but at work, I mean, with that one though, like, are you talking about just like questions, like, I know you're talking about in a whole, like, everyday type living shit, right? Like, not just the example of work.
Well, right, it is. That's exactly it.
Yeah,
it's just, there's just so many angles, and especially with this new person. Like, she's awesome. Like, she's gonna do great, but it's just, I ask really oddball questions to get to the answer that person's looking for. And then just noticing that too, like, especially with these books and the awareness, and like, I'll go back to that movie last weekend, the Interstellar movie. I got done with that movie And I felt like really deep down in me that I needed to meditate. Like at that moment, I was like, I need to meditate right now. Okay, so with no expectations, I found that to be true also. Like, okay, now, because I used to meditate just, I need to get something, or I need to do something, or I need, just I need, right? That's already going into it, just, you're fucked. But at least from what I'm sitting here going, no, like, just don't do any damn thing. Like, no, nothing has to happen. So I was feeling all of that. And then I have this eye mask, and about a month ago, I got freaking, my bonfire or whatever, my burn barrel blew up in my face, and it singed my goddamn eyelashes. Well, my whole face, right?
Yeah,
all the hair on my face was fucking gross. It was singed. But anyway, so this eye mask, I couldn't wear it before because my eyelashes would brush on it. It would really just affect my meditation or what I'm trying to accomplish, which is already fucked. So I get that now. I literally just put that together. So anyway, so I put on the eye mask last Saturday because last Saturday night, I wanted no light. I wanted no sound, so I threw in some earplugs. I wanted, like, temperature regulation, so I put on this, like, really warm clothes, but not too warm, not too cold. Like, everything, I knew what to do.
Yeah.
And then I put the eye mask on. And then before I knew it, poof. It was an hour later. Like I put that eye mask down, and Dr. Joe Dispenza, I know I've told you about him, but like, he says, look into the darkness, and you'll find the light, right? Like, the light will actually find you. Look into, and I've always like closed my eyes, went, okay, cool, where's it at, right? But it's not going to happen when you're looking for it. But at that moment, I sat there with that eye mask on, pulled it down, a few seconds, doing like okay, let's get into it. And that thought came into my mind, that learning lesson that Dr. Joe Dispenza, look him up, drjoedispenza.com, the works. But that came into my mind, came into my being, if you will. And he's like, look into the darkness and the light will find you. So I was like, I wonder if I open my eyes, what would happen? Because when you open your eyes with no eye mask on, you see the world, right?
Well, it's sensory.
Right, exactly. So I opened my eyes, and yes, it would make sense that I see dark, like nothing. Holy shit. I opened my eyes, and it was like I was, like it was like wham! I was going a million miles per hour and 0 at the same time, and all of a sudden an hour went by, and it was like, what the fuck just happened to me? What, where, what, who, what, where, why, when, and how. And I was good with it.
I was going to say, most people got to pay for that.
I know, dude, I know. It was like all within the matter of 0 time, 0 space, 0 anything. And I'm like, okay, I'm good with that. Now, and then I went to bed, and that was it. And then I'm like, sweet. But holy shit.
Well, it was partially, I mean, I guess you can't, without like float tanks and shit, you can't get 100% sensory deprivation, but you can get as close to it as we can with what we have.
Right.
And then that fucking goddamn cores of bourbon every last bit out at once. But no, I mean, like, especially someone who meditates pretty regularly, they're gonna be more apt to be able to fall into that state anyway.
Right.
So then, when shit is going on like that, I've never actually meditated with a fucking eye shield.
Yeah, dude.
I'm afraid to sleep with an eye shield. Because I don't feel I'll wake up.
Right. We need the light to prompt the proper channels.
Well, kind of, man. I don't know. I fucking wake up. I think I'd love it too much too. But
yeah.
Yeah,
Dude, I recommend it as you meditate too. So like, holy balls. So then the next night, so I'm at Sunday night, which is work night. So then like, I didn't get sat down till 10 o'clock. And I'm like, well, I know 10:30 is my maximum, right? Like I'm fucked if I can get any past that 10:30 mark. So I set my alarm for 30 minutes. But I went through the same motions. I sat down, put the eye mask on, put the earplugs in, wham! 30 minutes, seconds, like 1 second is really all it was. So I'm like, jeez, okay. So then at that moment, I'm like, what I remember again from Dr. Joe was the more you do it, the better you're gonna get at remembering.
Oh yeah, the time loss there,
right?
yeah.
Exactly. And then in that second book, he talks about, or like the book talks about the word remember, right? It's not like remember. I'm gonna remember something. Break down the word remember, dude. Yeah, I knew it. I knew you'd get it.
Oh, I already said remember. I fucking
really? See, I never did it.
No, I fucking hear, like, even when I hear impossible, I hear impossible.
Sure,
just,
right.
Like, I break words down a lot.
It's fucking crazy. I've never, like, in my whole life, I'm like, oh, I can't remember that. No. Remember. I'm like, dang. So every night, right, this week was something. But there was Wednesday night was the craziest. I had my alarm set. I know I did. Somehow, some way, it got shut off. Maybe Jessica came in and was like, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck are you doing?
Alarm set when you were meditating?
Yeah, so I could, be done and go to bed. But that's, I bet that's probably what happened. I don't know. But either way, I came out of it at 11:30 going, like, poof again, right? I had that bitch set for like 10:45 because I wanted to get 45 minutes in. And it didn't either it didn't go off or somehow I shut it off or
it went off and you just didn't come out of it.
Right.
And then just shut it off.
Yeah, Jessica definitely, that's a solid possibility. Either way, all of that happened within seconds again, but I came out, 11:30, I'm like, jeez, what? It was just it's been a wild week, and then on top of that, every one of those days, I check our analytics for the podcast. Just, I don't know, it's a habit. I just shouldn't, but it's a habit. Every one of those
becomes
days.
a fucking hobby.
Right. I'm like, oh, dude, people are listening. That's great.
Yeah.
The numbers grew. Those days that I sat there and meditated, those numbers grew. Like ways I've never seen it before.
Like spiked.
Yeah, there, exactly. That's. I was like, is it the meditation? Because then my ego gets in. Like,
right.
It's got to have an explanation.
Got to be a rhyme or reason.
Right. But really, we don't. Why would that matter? But holy shit.
Be real spooky if I had some sweet shit to say, like, yeah, and I didn't meditate tonight. Right, like,
right? That's exactly.
I mean, I don't have a good enough grasp on time or reality to fucking I don't remember days. I remember the whole week as a whole.
Yeah.
So everything blends together for me as I take it in.
Right.
So I wouldn't be able to, because a lot of times I think I'm confident with, well, it was Wednesday night, I don't fucking really know. Just a guy got pretty confident when I say last night.
Right. Yeah. But no, that was like, oh man. Then I see these movies of, like, tonight, be different, use your craft, use your gift.
I think that shit's gotta be fucking, I'm happy that's a kid movie.
Yeah.
Like, we don't double down enough on what kids are fucking good at.
Absolutely.
Like, if they have a gift and, like, we can see it and they fucking enjoy it.
Yep.
Instead of pushing them to follow that type of shit.
Right.
What time, are we gonna set an alarm for the fucking video?
No, it doesn't. It doesn't, like, it starts and stops automatically.
Oh,
yeah,
fuck.
no.
Okay, I thought you were actually going to get up and just that fucking weak, bro.
No. That thing, oh. Yeah,
I just thought about it now and I looked up at it.
No, all good.
So it'll just make it'll just make 30-minute increments.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, 30 minutes, 17
and
seconds.
Sit there and cycle.
Yeah,
we are not live today.
Right. No. Well, yeah. I mean, I was like, oh, should I bring the laptop? But I got that that MacBook Pro.
Yeah.
Rockin' machine. Charger doesn't work. So I had to buy a charger. So that will be coming Tuesday. But eventually, that will be part of the process too, like setting all this stuff up. But holy shit, that's gonna be a spectacular machine. Like it's 500 gig solid state.
We're just going from a very old. I mean, is how old is the one we're using now? Years.
Oh man,
Fucking like college years for you.
It was Jessica's work's old one. So we brought that up here in 2006, and she had it a solid 2 years.
Hell yeah.
That.
Okay,
or I'm sorry, 2016. My fault.
Oh, I was gonna say, wow.
Yeah, no. 2016, and she had it, I think, 2 years before that.
Wow, you know how
so
quick technology is too. Like, fuck.
Well, right, and especially PC. Like,
yeah.
This MacBook Pro is a late 2012 model, and it's a workhorse compared to this HP that I have now. So like, about the same time, same year of make, if you will, and the Apple
but
is
just
still
miles
kicking,
ahead.
Exactly, the Apple's kicking its ass. So I was running it, I'm like, dang. But the crazy part about Apple and PC, when you get on your computer, your PC, Microsoft, everything opens and closes in the top right-hand corner, right? Like your X and minimize and all that bullshit.
Yeah.
Apple, that's on the left side.
I see. I've rocked it.
Yeah, I mean, I've never had a MacBook before, so
I had the one from I got it from the ex-girlfriend.
Oh, right. Yeah, we were talking
Yeah.
about that this week. Yeah.
Well, yeah, because that's the only experience I have with the MacBook.
Sure.
Oh yeah, no shit, hey. Fucking got one of them too.
Yeah.
She got a TV, I got that thing.
Yeah.
Well, and all the experience.
Yeah, well, but then, like, in the PC Microsoft world, everything for, like, the start menu is on the bottom left. Bottom left. That fucking Apple, top left. It's like everything's opposite. Like your file, programs, settings, shit like that. I'm like, God damn. It's like being right-handed and then being asked, hey, can you be left-handed?
Fucking going from do you remember Vista?
Oh, yeah.
How fucking, like, ass backwards that was compared to everything that Windows had done.
Absolutely.
Before that?
Yeah.
Shit. That was a flop, by the way.
Absolutely.
Sucked.
Fuck all that. Yeah.
That was terrible. Garbage.
Yeah.
But, the Apples isn't garbage, but I'm just saying, like,
it's just different.
Yeah.
Right, because they have to be, right? Like you straight up stole this.
They want you to know
right
that you're using a Mac instead of,
right, instead of the Microsoft. But wasn't that kind of how it broke down? I don't remember. I'm just imagining things now, maybe. But like Microsoft and Apple, weren't they like both one, and then like they got pissed and went, no, I'm gonna go this way. Fine, I'm gonna fucking go this way. Or am I making that shit up? I don't know.
Well, what's Microsoft? Isn't because you got Microsoft, Mac with Macintosh.
Right.
So.
Two different companies.
Yeah, but the Mac. So I think Apple made Macintosh, didn't they? Or are you talking about?
Yes, Apple is Macintosh.
Yeah.
But then I was thinking
Microsoft.
thinking
Microsoft
and Macintosh were one at one point. Like
okay,
both same thought patterns, same two people, and then it was like, no, fuck all this, I'm out.
I don't know, actually.
I don't know either, but how can they be that close together? And then
I mean that goes down to patent type shit.
Right.
Like you can be similar,
right.
You have to
you
be
can't
so
be exact.
different, a
right.
percentage different.
That's where I look at that going.
But yeah, no, I always just put Macintosh and Apple together in my head. Microsoft was always like Windows to me.
Right, that's exactly it.
So like I don't know if they were ever one.
Yeah.
Because when I think about watching when you see Bill Gates back in the nerd days, you know, he looked fucking He made no attempt to try not
Zero.
to look the way he did.
Dude, pocket protector. I mean,
Oh,
like,
but everything, man. He was fucking having at that.
You're just loving it.
Yeah, no, that was definitely who he fucking was. He still talks the same now, too.
Yeah.
When you watch videos of that man get, like, actually... Because he was ruthless.
Yeah.
He was a dick on most fronts.
Yeah.
As far as ruthless as businessman. But,
Right.
No, when you hear him and, like, you see the, like, who that's coming out of, the words are coming out of, and then the tone of his voice, I think it's hilarious.
Right.
The man getting pissed off at me, I couldn't help it. I'd laugh at his face.
Yeah, I'd be like, dude, you're... Really?
Bro, watch that tone. I'll fucking squeak you through this wall.
Wouldn't even have to go through the wall. Like, just push him into the wall and he'd break. Like,
fucking, yeah, drywall ain't giving up for you. Soft as hell looking.
That's exactly it. Don't break my bones. You know,
Yeah.
you're like, what?
So that, like, but when you ask if, like, they used to be one, that's what my brain
Sure.
goes to, is, like, them old, watching them old, like, the progression of, you know, computers.
Right.
And what we
Being,
have
like,
today.
in this size of the room, like, this is
Yeah.
how big a computer was versus now it's in our fucking phones or whatever. But,
Yeah, the capacity our phone had, what used to be, like, you would take a fucking big-ass room to fill that up.
right. Exactly.
And now you think about it, there's still those rooms still have computers filling them type thing, but they
Yeah.
are. How advanced is that motherfucker? Like,
Right.
if it's like, because we see how big, how much they can fit into a phone,
Yeah.
and they still have these giant super ass.
Like, today's supercomputer.
Yeah, what the fuck are they called though? Like, there's like computers there's quantum computers.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you
Yep.
actually have to be like in a vacuum for them to work, and
Right.
does not jive with my brain.
I'm good with it. Like,
yeah, like I don't think we're supposed to completely be able to
Not yet.
fathom
Yeah.
what that is.
dude, I'm jacked. Like, it is in these books, it'll come back to these books. Like, everything is, it's so, you said quantum. Like, it's totally, there is no explanation that I can possibly start without going, okay, we're fucking crazy. But we're not. Because in these books, 2020 gets called out too. It's like, I'm like, wait, why the fuck would they choose 2020 to write as examples of, like, this is gonna happen, this is gonna happen? For example, use 2020, and I'm like, holy fuck.
When was the book fucking?
10 years ago.
Oh, nice.
2010. It was published 2010.
Right.
But also in the understanding of time, right? Time is fucking man-made,
No, it's a concept.
right? Oh, exactly.
Their
Like,
time
it's
isn't real. Like, it's just we have sun ups, sun downs.
right.
Yeah.
And 1,000 years ago is right now. Why can't it be? Because time is not, like, I hear the ticking now of your clock.
Yeah.
I love it. But and I see the time going by in the phone, but, like, this is in my hand moving, this is me moving through time.
Well, it's how they meter time. Basically, it's just, you know, because they wouldn't be able to sell us on the whole deal of, like, even work. Like, you know,
Right.
people need to know what day it is and what time it is,
Mhm.
so we can keep through the cycle of going, clocking in,
Right.
doing this fucking
Staying connected
Yeah.
to time, which then they can manipulate whatever they want.
Mm-hmm.
The other thing about that is, like, the time itself is malleable. I can't know if I can say it right. Malleable? I don't know.
Yeah, right. It's like that.
Yeah, malleable.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is you can take it and you can't go back. Like, right now, from my understanding, is you don't get to go back. You can only, like, understand it and, like, be okay with it.
You can't get it. Like, you can't.
Right.
Yeah, you can't get time back. It's one thing in life that we can't
Right.
get back.
But it's in our being, not in our mind. Our mind is our ego, and it has to have an identity. So if you can get past it and just go by a feeling and get into what's like the void, Like, have you ever stopped and stared at something long enough for it to kind of disappear?
Okay.
Right?
Zoned out numerous times.
And you're just like, whoa. Yeah, like, not because of any other, you're just staring at it, just kind of like, whoa, shit. You have now entered the void. And what the void is, it's this deep place in your own self that your ego doesn't like because it has no identity. It has nothing to hold on to, like time or space. So then when you get to that point, the art of blinking, like the reason you blink, is to reconnect or remember.
Well, it resets your fucking, because you only truly have that happen when you zone out long enough.
Yeah. Exactly.
Quit. You're crying.
What is it?
No, he just whines. He's a bitch.
Oh, and so speaking of whining, like, that video of you and him.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oof.
Tank.
Oof.
You and that little pouty face.
Dude, he was having a rough day. Rough go of it.
That pouty face. Oh, that was cuter now.
Yeah, it's on fucking, if anyone wants to know what we're talking about, it's on my Facebook.
Right.
Right on
Cody's
the wall.
Facebook all day.
And Instagram.
Instagram, yeah. And it was Snapchat, but obviously we know that goes away or somewhere.
Yeah, I don't go away.
No.
It goes into a vault ready to fuck us later on.
Absolutely. No, that dick pic isn't going anywhere. That was on Snapchat. That'll get deleted. No, it fucking won't.
I fucking told somebody. Somebody took a fucking. I had a buddy standing at the bar today, and I heard him I heard the picture get taken. I just assumed he was sending something to us, like as a Snapchat.
Yeah.
And I called it a dick pic, and he's like, "Yeah, it'd be pretty fucking challenging to do, me standing like this." I'm like, "Not for you, like every picture he takes a dick pic." And yeah, no, I don't know. There's no way on God's green. The first time me and him have ever heard it, fucking dropped like that. I thought it was fucking hilarious.
Hell yeah.
I think he ran with that one. I think he's gonna be using that.
Hell, that's fucking awesome.
No, tank.
How crazy is it that this week of all weeks that we'll get into like the Pandora and Audible thing. I really want to put it out there that people listening
Oh hey, yeah, we're all over hell now.
For some reason, I keep looking for platforms, the newest platforms, because if you get there early, you really can gain traction. And that's why I do it. I message to everybody. I don't want to be annoying with it, but anybody who I think would value a podcast, if you will, right? They might find entertainment out of us or whatever.
Right.
I messaged them. It was a select few people. It wasn't a lot, but the feedback that I got was pretty cool. Thanks for being just fucking real. You know? That was really cool. I really enjoyed that. But I keep finding these little pockets of, hey, we can go on this platform. Hey, we can go on this platform. Pandora, I feel is kind of a big one.
Well, I mean, is there like Pandora does with music? Is it anything like that with podcasting, or is it like a whole separate? How the fuck do you pick? I mean, granted, you can go and Pandora Premium and shit, right?
Right.
But, how it just skips to similar shit.
Yeah.
Could our fucking podcast pop up on someone's shit?
I don't know. I haven't really delved.
If you're listening to a podcast, well,
it goes by, yes. You might be right. It goes by category. And when I first started this from Anchor, I called it health. And on Spotify, it still says health. And I'm trying to find a way to make it not, so I can switch it to I don't know, entertainment or comedy or whatever.
Yeah, because someone is gonna be sadly mistaken.
Yeah, maybe the first 200 bits of audio might be health or me just rambling on about whatever, but the last 25 now totally not. Like,
yeah, not much.
not on the health, if you will, spec. Maybe.
Well, I can show you how to be unhealthy.
Yeah. I don't know.
Roll through that.
Right. But then, so I messaged my friend, Lisa, and she'd be okay with us talking about something. Probably one of my best friends. I mean, for the longest time, like, and I've only seen her once, like, physically in person one time. It was at I used to be a part of this multi-level marketing thing.
Yeah, oh yeah.
You know how they get...
Pyramid scheme.
Yeah, for sure, right? However you want to look at it, it's what it is. We're all part of a pyramid scheme. Like, somebody's at the top, and it all trickles down, right?
That's right, but then, yeah,
Those guys. Yeah.
Someone gets really fucked in them ones.
Those, right. So I was into that, and I was like, yeah, the reason I got into that one's because it's health and wellness, blah, 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 right? But I met her through, because she was a part of this upline, if you will, their upline. Everybody's got to have, you know, like, let's get in the upline. And then her and I, like, I don't know, just weirdly connected, not in any other way than friendship. I can promise you that.
Right.
Fuck all that. But anybody would be like, oh, no, she's in New York, so that wouldn't. But anyway, so like, I was talking to her earlier today, and she's like, have you read the fine print on Pandora? And she's like, on anything that you do? And I'm like, I don't ever really do. Why? What? He's like, well, because, you know, that's kind of how they fuck you. That's how they get you. And I'm like, fuck.
It is, dude.
No,
Because
totally.
they have to put it out there.
Yeah.
But they ain't gonna put it large and right up in your face.
Damn it. Yeah, so I went and looked at every terms and conditions that I could possibly sit there and read, right? Through Pandora's thing that they sent me, and like, what is it, like an AMP, excuse me, like marketing platform or something, right? From what I could see, there isn't. Like, the only thing that we give up is they get to like throw our content out there and saying, come over here, listen from Pandora.
Yeah.
And, you know, this is from Pandora, not anybody else. It's like, little do you know that this thing's fucking everywhere. But sure, they can always say, listen to the podcast on Pandora, right?
Yeah, oh yeah.
So, I don't know. I didn't ever think of that, because I just go, fuck, dude, with content. If somebody came at us and said, you can't use this content anymore, I'd be like, fine, delete it all. Let's start over. Welcome back to episode 1. You know what I mean? Like, fuck it. Like, would it even matter? No. Like, whatever. Who's gonna stop us from being us? Nobody.
Well, it's like publishing and music.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, like these record labels, like, you know, musicians don't own their music.
Right.
I mean, there are a lot to do nowadays, I think, for most people, but man, did that one have to come out. But, no, with music, like, it don't matter that, like, Columbia Records owns the rights to, like, let's say Zeppelin or something like that.
Yeah.
When I hear it, I don't hear Columbia Records.
Right.
You know,
Exactly.
like, they may own it, but the fucking heart, soul, the whole fucking persona of it isn't them.
Right.
People don't hear that, and they can't use. They can use it to gain money, I guess, but they're still gaining it off of. That's why it's frustrating for the artists, because they're still being used.
Yeah.
You know, but at the same time, you're still getting out there, like your face,
Yep.
The more that, I mean, the fact that if a record label can still make money re-releasing your shit, with your, like, all that shit, you know, like, apparently you're still relevant enough, and they're actually helping you stay somewhat relevant. I mean, because it's hard as fuck to not fall off. Anything, like, not just music, just any type of platform that you do.
Exactly. Well, and that's what I figure after reading all of that stuff. It says, you know, like personality, or like the, what is that shit called? Like likeness. That was the word they used. Likeness. And I'm like, I guess I'm willing to gamble that. You know, like.
There'll always be imitations, man.
Exactly.
There'll never be.
Well, right. There will be no other Cody Skogstad, right?
Yeah.
Like, there just won't. There will be no other Jed Kobernusz. It's like, that is the identity that we take on right now. That's just in this lifetime. However that breaks down, this is what it is. If somebody says, well, you can't do that anymore, like, what? What the fuck are you even talking about? Like, that doesn't make any sense.
Alright, I'm going to be a version of myself.
Yeah.
But in a sense, I don't feel I've ever been, I've never been this me ever.
Sure.
You know?
Yeah.
Constantly changing. But
Yeah.
I feel like I am now, morally and just like the way I look at shit and everything, I feel like I'm finally what I am to, you know, like what I'm going to be.
Yeah.
You know, but there's still, I think, I'm going to change enough that a copyright type thing is still not going to fucking, you know.
Agreed.
Like this version is still going to be different enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, there'll never be a guy that does everything like me, I know that.
Right.
But for their benefit a lot of times.
Well, that's what it comes down to, is like, if somebody would ever come at anybody saying, well, no, that's too close to whatever.
Yeah, what this guy's doing in his lane, but yeah, fuck you.
Right. That's exactly it. Nobody, I can promise you, nobody to our caliber, if you will, to our caliber, not caliber, anyway, caliber.
Caliber is a brake thing.
Yeah, exactly. Or a measuring tool, right? We know this, caliber.
Yeah.
To our caliber, nobody's sitting at our caliber going, dude, it's Saturday night at 10:20. Are you still good to go? Yeah, dude, come on over. Setting shit up, putting a camera out there that stops every 30 minutes and 33 seconds and going, dude, we're going to do this. Nobody's doing that. And I promise you, probably nobody's looking at you going, we're going to copy that.
Right.
You know, like, nobody's fucking going to copy this.
No.
Like, get the fuck out of here. If anything, they're probably going, we're going to be better than that. You know,
like, fuck, man. I mean, truth be told, my stomach has been just fucking on the fence, but
sure.
now since I'm just chilling here or whatever,
yeah.
I slam them fucking Tums too.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I see him. Yeah, exactly. I see him over there
my
hanging.
guts are just like,
that sucks. Still from yesterday, huh?
Oh, dude, it's been a rough one.
Ouch.
No, not from yesterday. Last night, just in, I don't know. Yeah, just around it was starting to do it when I was at work still.
Oh no shit! Ouch.
Yeah, but no, then I just you know, whatever. It's not like I can't physically do this.
Right. Well,
sitting
yeah.
on a couch, chain smoking and drinking Mickeys, but
I know it. Well, yeah. It's no. I don't know. I just look at it as nobody's trying to copy. That's why I kept reading. I kept reading and reading, and then they would point to different. Because every single piece of those terms and conditions has their own terms and conditions. Because Pandora isn't actually Pandora. They're owned by Sirius. Sirius is their main.
yeah.
Sirius, like the Sirius XM or whatever the hell. That's that's like the mothership. And Pandora's just like a subsidy. And I'm like, fuck, okay. So let's go to Sirius. What can they do? So I read those, and then they had their own terms and conditions, and I'm like, I think I'm overthinking this. Nobody's fucking looking at us.
No.
like
Not even a little bit.
even if we make it big, quote unquote, like what?
I believe everyone's marketable
For sure.
You know, to a certain demographic.
Yeah, but I don't know.
Fuck XM and Sirius.
Like, nobody's coming at us. Even if we did get some kind of crazy ass traction, awesome. You know, we say, like, let's pay our bills and like, you know, kind of live. They're still not going to be like,
No,
you know what?
They ain't trying to replicate it.
Yeah. Well, that and like you're like, we own that. And be like, sure, you own those episodes. You can have those. We'll start back at 1.
Yeah,
cool.
I don't give a shit.
We're like, this is Off the Duff, formerly known as Off the Cuff.
Don't sue us, Hillary
right.
Duff.
Exactly. You know what I mean? Like, we'd fight still the same fucking way. Be like, okay, so for...
No, I just keep the name, changed everything. I changed
right.
the logo, changed, you know.
For sure, exactly.
All that shit, because how many off the cuffs are there?
Well, there's a ton, actually.
You know what
there
I mean?
there are a ton of off the cuff, whatever you want to call it. It's like, oh, that was funny to me. oddly enough, I was Emery, I'm rocking Emery, and I'm just flipping through, reading, and I'm like, fuck, okay, well, I gotta put him down, or else there's a fine line with nap, or with a baby in general. When you're rocking, you either have to then stay there, or bolt. Like, there is a line. Because as soon as you get to that amount of time, if you will, for them to fall into that sleep, that I was almost fucked when I was reading all that. This is today. I was like, oh fuck. I'm like, how much time has passed? And then I'm just looking at kind of like, I pick up his arm. If it drops, I'm good and I gotta go. But if it's been too long and it picks up, I'm like, oh fuck. Now I gotta stay here for 2 hours. Because if I put him down at that moment, he's wide awake. Like, he'll just, I'm good. And if it's 45 minutes, that's all you get out of him in a day. And he's fucking 11 months. And I'm like, you nap. Shitty. Like, and it's my fault. Because, like, I got to put him down. Then he naps for 2.5, 3 hours. Then we're good. But he takes one nap a day. And it's up to the parent, the person holding him, to monitor the time, whatever you're doing, then bolt, and then you're good. But if you don't, I'm like, oh. But I picked up that hand and he dropped. I'm like, oh, I gotta go. So it was by that time I hit that serious shit. And I'm like, all right, yeah, fuck all this. I think we're okay.
Yeah, no, I don't think anyway. If anyone wants to fucking try to replicate my fucking shit, man. Yeah, you don't want to. I'll give it to you there.
Right. Well,
I'm pretty happy where I'm at now. Yeah. Man, it's been a long, fucking hard-ass journey. I'm the youngest old person. No, the oldest young person.
There you go. Yeah. Here it is.
Yeah. Spent all the time. And I nap like a champion, by the way. But
right?
Oftentimes I find that it's hard to keep a nap under 3 hours if I fucking let one go.
Well, so I was texting you. You napped today. Tonight.
After work.
What time did you get off work?
Well, I got off work at... Well, I got home at like 4, but then a buddy stopped by and shit, so I probably rocked a nap, I don't know, 6:37 maybe.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Dude, if I would take a nap at 6:30, I would be awake all night.
I have no problem going back to sleep tonight because I'm still fucking tired.
God damn it. No, like, it wouldn't matter how tired I am. That nap would ruin me. Oh,
naps always ruin me for the other, like, if I take a nap and I got shit going on,
yeah,
a lot of times it'll ruin that shit I got going on, so I won't want to get up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, like, that's why I was like, oh, fuck, okay, he's not responding. I still just call him, which in today's day is like, fuck, I gotta call somebody. And then the other end, why the fuck are you calling me? What? You know? Like,
yeah. No, my phone is in my room when you were calling me.
Yeah. And I'm like,
ripping a quick piss.
Right? I'm like, oh no, he's sleeping, which, that's fine, you know? Like, sleep. But I was like, oh. But again, right? Like, back to the beginning. It is a miracle that this even happened, which is, it's alright.
Hell yeah. I'm gonna fucking burp again in my fucking gut.
Oh, it's coming out, huh?
No, that's why I was I had to sit up and adjust, let that bubble move. I'm just struggling here. So all you gotta do is talk.
You're gonna come over here and, like, do one of the pat your back, like Emery style, or what?
No. Good, just, yeah.
Oh, so, you see, I don't know if you're on, the old Roseau sell and swap. Are you in that group?
I am, but I don't really ever look into it much.
Okay, so Friday was it? Probably it was yesterday, but I was just flipping through on break quick, and all of a sudden those balance boards came through, the picture of them. I'm like, okay, I gotta find out who that is and fucking rip them off, because I want to make those, because that design is fucking brilliant. Some person in the office there was like, well, you know who that is, right? I'm like, well, yeah, it says this fucking Mike Lane guy. He's like, that's well, said Lane. I said the name. That's fucking Shelly's husband. And I'm like, what? No, fuck that. So,
yeah.
Sure enough. So I walk in there, I'm like, Shelly, why haven't you said anything? What is this? She's telling me all about it, and I'm like, I need a piece of this action, damn it. And he needs to charge more for these fucking things. And she's like, well, I know. That's what I told him. But he's really happy with his margins, but what he's making. And I'm like, well, I need to buy one then, like today. I want a Roso Rams one. Can I get one? And she's like, actually, we have an extra one. We got one. They brought it. They brought it in. That fucking thing's no joke. Jesus. One, the quality is crazy nice. Like, I've been on a lot of wobble boards being in my, my field.
Yeah.
And, the exercise physiology field, you gotta try out all the shit. Like,
Yeah.
or else you're not up and come, you don't know your shit. So, the quality of that thing, holy balls. Like, there's stoppers on the end, so you don't just rip right off of it.
Yeah, no, Bratton has one. I think it's called a bio board.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, I think I don't know who, if I remember correctly, the guy who made this one, he was like a hockey player, I think, and like
sure.
he trains people like how to do shit on it, like
exactly. It is kind of a major.
Yeah, I can hop on one of them fucking boards and because his is just basically like a cylinder.
Yeah.
Or like a tube, certain about like a way around or whatever. But there's like not grip tape, but kind of a ridge, like some ridges that go along just to help grip that board so it doesn't kick out, I suppose.
Right.
And then like just the normal looking, almost looks like a little surfboard style thing.
It's your one wheel.
Exactly.
I would
like
imagine that's what it would feel like.
Oh yeah, that's why I just think I was able to hop on that so quick.
Dude,
I'm good at that thing.
Right, I'm not. Let me tell you, holy shit! So I got one of those. I brought it home, and I'm like, I'm gonna give it to the kids for a Christmas present. And then I'm like, nah, fuck that. I'm just gonna bring it in. It's a lot easier on carpet, but those stoppers, if I wouldn't have had those stoppers on there, I would probably be in the hospital.
Oh yeah, you would fucking shoot that thing out and go right in your back over the thing you're rolling on.
Jesus, that and like, your neck can go whichever direction, and when you land, holy shit. But then the kids get on that thing, they're just fucking rocking it. They're just, oh yeah, it's fun. I'm like, God damn it.
Their inner ear is fucking...
Yeah, they don't know any different. They don't know that they can't.
Yeah.
Like, I've never been on a board. I'm always straight ahead. Give me like a board that does that, I'd do very well. 2 boards that can get me going forwards and sideways and all that shit.
Yeah.
I think I'd be good at that. This way, not so much. And on one.
Because that's the only thing I've ever known.
Sure.
Like
I'm way better on skis than snowboard. Like that. No. My brain does not comprehend that. But I got on it and I started to, my legs are just fucking rattling, and I'm like, all right, I'm good. Got this.
Like just the fucking the shakiness,
exactly.
The unstable ass.
Oh my god! And they showed, I was like, watch this, guys, and yeah, all right, I got this. I'm just gonna hang out right here for a little bit. Kids are like, what's wrong with your legs?
The muscle groups here. Yeah.
I'm like, this is pathetic. Fucking 900 some odd days in a row of exercise, and I can't get on a goddamn balance board. Fuck that. Like, what's wrong with me?
No,
that was crazy.
I dig them damn things. I think they're fucking sweet.
Yeah, that was and the fun part is the customization, right? Like, you can wrap it in anything. You can, Roso Rams or War Road Warriors or go fuck yourself. Whatever you want on there, he'll put it on there. Like, that's cool. I like that. And
that one is, yeah.
Yeah, like that's and everybody wants one of those things. So I know we're doing kind of a promo for it, whatever. But like, I went up to Shelly. I'm like, I want in.
Yeah.
Like, what's it gonna take that to the next level? Bring some scale to it, and like, what do you want? She's like, I don't think it's even gonna do that. Like, it would if he wanted to.
Right.
But it would be. I was like, okay, well, I mean, I don't have any money, but I'll find the money if that's what it's gonna take. Like, he's onto something. Those boards are wild. Like,
they're cool, man. I mean, I'm happy that more people are getting into the damn thing. Cause I never even seen it or even thought of that concept.
yeah.
You know.
Well, and he makes the cornhole things, right?
Yeah, oh, yeah.
It's brilliant how he put it together. Like, the cornhole holes.
Yeah, yeah.
He takes those and then he puts those for the wobble or the balance board.
Right.
He just reuses those pieces. I'm like, dude, you're fucking. That's like that's a
going for zero waste, man.
Right. That. Why wouldn't you?
If you can.
Right.
Yeah.
That's fucking brilliant. Like, I don't know. Those are the types of things that would really, it got me excited. I bought one on that day. You know what I mean? Like, you know somebody has something when they're okay, I can do that, and I can make that, and I can do it in a short amount of time. And you're like, whoa. And then he had to take his post down because he had too many people. Like saying, hey, I want one, I want one, I want one. And that's where I was like, I want in. Like, what's it going to take for me to invest in this, to get the ROI, to keep this going? Like, okay, let's go.
Yeah.
Like, it's fucking brilliant. Like, that's how you make it.
Fuck yeah. I don't know nothing about marketing. You know, like, as far as marketing or keeping something like that going. And
Right.
like, I could probably make something, but if it was ever $1 million idea, I would end up getting fleeced on it because I just don't know.
Oh. Well, okay, so here's another idea. Anybody who is definitely listening to this, but take it and run with it. Like, if you notice in this county, Roseau County, and especially the Roseau Sell and Swap group, if you have a dresser, those fucking things go poof. No matter, like, at a decent price, don't get me wrong. Like, nobody's going to pay, $250 for a fucking dresser, right? Like,
yeah.
But any amount, like, if you put $50 on a dresser, people just jump all over that shit. Now, here's what you need money. Here's a business that you wouldn't need to even claim because you could just take all cash. Go down to the cities, hit Craigslist free, right? Take your big enclosed trailer, pick up all the free dressers that right? Bring those fuckers back up here and charge $20 to $50, and you'd have that fucker empty by Sunday, and it's Saturday night right now. You know what I mean? Like, and you would clear all the gas money that you'd need to get down there and back to pick them up, and then you would have a profit. Do that every weekend. People fucking buy dressers around here. The shittiest dressers. $20. They will buy it. I'm like, what? Why? I don't know, but that's just what I noticed, right? Holy shit. So make your balance boards and buy a fucking dresser. like, what the hell? But this, that's nuts.
Fucking might have to pause that bitch. I might have to go and fucking just try quick.
Alright, hold on. Here we go. Pausing. There it is.
Oof.
Well, I haven't paused that. But.
No. But you're already editing that.
Yeah. The gut, huh?
Yeah, just stomach. Like, because if I was sick, you would see me start to sweat. You know what I mean? Like,
no shit.
Oh, just sometimes you gotta do it yourself. Your fucking stomach won't let it happen.
Absolutely.
I just feel like shit.
Dude, were you just puking or what?
Huh?
Were you just puking?
Yeah, that's why I said you might have to pause it.
I thought you meant like go take a shit.
No, dude. Like I said, my stomach. Ooh.
What the hell is that?
I have no, like I said, what was it? The other morning, like I think I got into I made some food, and ever since then my stomach has been just like I got a touch of food poisoning or something.
Yeah.
And I've been just fucking trying to get through get through it.
Jesus.
Ugh.
Like not flu.
No, like I mean, cause like I said, like I'm not sweating, I'm not any of that shit. Just my stomach has been just fucking me up lately.
Jesus.
Whew.
And I'm like, well, that's not a shit. What the fuck?
No. I could have done them too, but no. I primed the bike, because I figured I was just going to keep feeling like shit until I got whatever wasn't vibing with out of my fucking stomach. And
oh, like what'd you do? Like,
more, yeah, just one, you know, and
Oh.
I just did one and like
Yeah.
a quick one, but then
Yeah.
as soon as I touched, like I did like the first one, I knew I'd fucked up. Like it, then all of a sudden, like just, ooh, it hit.
Oh, God.
Oh, I even hit some dry heaves on that one. All right, now we're back. I feel like a million, but fuck.
Yes.
Oh.
Are you sure?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. No, now we're good. I'd been fighting it.
Oh, no shit.
Had to get that shit out of my gut quick and.
God.
All right. Oh.
Okay, I'm hitting resume.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how the rest of it goes.
All good. And okay.
Oof, guys gotta chill after that shit.
Like somebody new.
Yeah.
Wow. All right.
That's the worst part there is having a sniffle.
Yeah.
Like when you finally sniff back. Oh, that's
Yeah.
gross.
Ouch. Yeah. Oh. Yeah.
Alright, well anyway, for those who want, you're gonna hear me say pause it.
Yeah.
Before we had to take a quick minute. I did. Had to regroup. Had to quick go and let some something that was fucking with my stomach out.
Yeah.
Good time.
Yeah. Dude,
Oh.
I literally thought there was like, I'm gonna go take a shit quick. I'm like,
No.
oh, that makes sense. And all of a sudden I'm like,
Not a hell that. I'd have been able to get through a podcast
for
for that, but no.
Like, that does not sound like you're shitting. And if that's what your shit would sound like, you're ouch. So while you're in there,
You were talking Dingbear. I
well,
heard it.
I was, but then all of a sudden he starts licking his ass. I'm like, okay, dude. First, like, you're licking your asshole. Second, like, I got you on camera, and I'm not, like, I'm half tempted to just keep that there. But then at the same time, I'm not going to stop you because you're a big-ass dog, and I don't really want to do that. But, like, Murphy does that all the damn time. I'm like, Murphy, fuck, dude, gross. Like, don't.
Right? No, I think that's all he knows.
He was whining. That was kind of cute.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
he bucking as soon as I leave.
Yeah. Like, where did he go? I'm like, oh, he'll probably be back.
Oh, yeah, big time.
And then and I'm hearing that, and I'm like, what? But ouch. Ouch. I don't know if I can. Woo. Ow. Well, I mean, like, I don't know if I would be able to just endure that.
To go hand that out
And then come back.
Well, you know, there's a certain amount of dedication I've had to keep in my life. But puking don't bother me anymore. I used to fight it tooth and nail.
Yeah.
But I have found that the reason I felt like shit for so long on some of them occasions are because I would fight it.
Sure.
So I just let that shit out. And then as an opiate addict in the fucking past, like, if you feel like you're gonna throw up or anything like that from a high, it would be weird. It'd be killing your buzz, and then you would throw up, and boom, it was the greatest feeling ever.
Right.
After that, you know.
Huh.
But yeah,
So
fuck, I
that's
caught a
just the
chill.
nature. Yeah.
But not that. But this time, I just fucking now. So learning that, because I know I'm not fucking full blown sick. There's just something fucking not jiving in my stomach right now. Because I feel fine. Just my gut is like wrenched right to the side. You know.
Weird.
Oh yeah, but that was a good one. I caught a chill from it. Oof.
Like, what the hell? Like, that is not a shit. I still can't get over it. I'm like, oh, you literally.
No, bro, that was
like-
that was a mouth shit.
Ouch.
Yeah, I had to regurgitate a whole bunch of fluids and.
Ugh. Well, then you had to taste that fucking Coors coming back up then. Ick.
Oh yeah. Yeah, like my smelling glands and all that are really fucked right now.
Yeah.
Like fuck, not in the COVID sense, but
Yeah,
like
no
the fucking
shit.
sense of all I smell is vomit.
Oof, that's nuts to me.
Well, actually, it's like I don't know, maybe that was just something in my style. Well, you know, to be honest, I think I did start. For lunch today, I should have known it was a gamble, but I mean, I did have them fucking street tacos from fucking Holiday.
Oh no.
I don't know, maybe that did it. They're called street tacos.
Yeah. They're like microwaved. Maybe.
No. Well, I mean, whatever the fuck, however they
that
cook
convection oven thing.
Yeah, but oof to them. I don't know
Wow.
if that could have done dinner for today, but yeah, we'll be making that mistake twice but they, I mean, made it all day
Right.
until now, and then finally, fuck.
That's crazy. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, the pink hot dogs is where I draw the line.
The sweaties?
I don't know.
The conveyor belt gas station hot dogs? Dude, I'll eat the fuck out of it.
Shut up.
Hell yeah.
Fuck that. Dude, that's like mystery meat. How the fuck is that even? That's not meat. Like, what is that? It's probably one chemical shy of plastic or something. Does it taste like a hot dog?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, like, they could literally go back and just open a thing of brats up and fucking put it on a, you know?
Heck. But remember in school? Or maybe, yeah, no, I know, because Jessica, she remembers at school up here, but grew up in Mitchell, South Dakota, so school systems have to be the same, but remember the pink hot dog on the bun?
What, the school hot dogs?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, fuck those. Like, the gas station hot dogs are a mile above them.
Are they?
Fuck yeah. Or the ones that bounce in fucking, in the jails.
Oh, those are better or no?
No, those
Oh,
too.
okay.
Those
I was
bounce
like,
as well. Like, yeah, the lunchtime, the lunch hot dogs, the school hot dogs, and the fucking hot dogs, I think, in jail are both.
Probably the same.
Yeah, they bounce.
They gotta
Sure.
be. Dude, those pink ones. Ugh. It had like an oily hue. You know, you put oil on water, it has like that rainbow effect to it. Same fucking thing with the hot dog. You're like, hot dogs shouldn't have rainbows on them.
No, I'm pretty versed in hot dogs, man. And I'd say those are pretty bad. I mean, you can find hot dogs at the grocery store for like 2 packs for $1 at times.
Yeah.
You know, so
And those are better though.
yeah.
Yeah. Ooh.
Yeah, no, Tank he fucks with hot dogs
Yeah.
too, hardcore.
Yeah.
He's like gonna get a fucking Oscar Mayer endorsement off his shit.
Right? That's crazy. Well, yeah, I didn't. Some of those though, at the gas station, you look at them, and you're like, "Ooh, I'm not gonna eat that."
I'll eat it.
No shit.
Yeah, oh yeah, and obviously I proved it tonight. I'll
Yeah.
fucking eat anything for a gas station, even if it's questionable.
A street taco.
But I'm gonna say that's their name for it too. Like that's
Yeah.
the fucking street taco. That is a fucking
Gross.
not a good name, man.
They call it anything but that.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, no, but if you were to like the picture looks alright, but if you were to fucking take one of them out and take what's inside of it and throw it on the ground out in the street, you know what I mean? Like it's on brand.
No shit.
Like, it doesn't stick out. Like
How about the taquitos?
taquito,
Yeah, I'm
fucking fire too.
taquito.
All that shit's fucking good.
I know. I've had the taquitos, the pepperoni pizza one. Fired. That was really good.
You just have to find the ones that have been in the fucking warmer forever, because then they're rock hard.
And then what is that? Egg roll.
Oh yeah, I'd do a
Those
gas
egg
station
rolls.
egg roll.
Yeah.
I will never do gas station sushi though. You can fuck yourself.
Oh, ooh, nasty. No. Sushi.
Yeah, they got them all over some places, man.
Gas station sushi.
Yeah, or convenience store sushi.
Well, either way, like, what?
Yeah.
Did they find that around a toilet bowl ring or what the fuck?
Probably.
Ick. Ick. No. I've never had sushi before, but like I'm not gonna start at a
fucking
convenience store.
Awesome.
It's just eggs, isn't it? Raw fish eggs.
No,
Am I thinking-
that there.
that's
would be-
caviar.
That's caviar.
Okay,
yeah.
then sushi.
Sushi's
raw
fish.
fish.
Yeah. There's like raw tuna. There's tuna rolls. Like
Oh, okay.
different types of fish and
Ooh, I would
rice. and-
definitely not do that at a convenience store.
No.
Ick.
But but like a good tuna steak, man. Like I know that is not what you're gonna find at a gas station, but you can find, like they'll come in like the little plastic like things or whatever. Yeah, fuck that. I've seen it there. Never once have been tempted.
Holy shit!
I feel like if I open the fucking little plastic thing it's in, it's gonna fucking hit me in the face.
that thing would have to have like maggots in it then, right? Like
I'm sure there's not. I mean, I'm sure it's packed with preservatives.
for
and
sure.
shit
I mean, I'll give you that,
but
but like that doesn't have to be refrigerated then, right?
But yeah, it's in like a refrigeration, like a
okay.
cooler type thing.
Yeah.
Like it's in something like that. But
I almost.
I know I watched. Don't know if it's Barstool Sports.
Yeah.
Did a thing a long time ago. It was like sushi, like the hype.
Oh, okay.
Because you can spend ungodly amounts of money to get good sushi and shit.
That makes sense.
So they went and got good sushi and got some shit down at a gas station, and yeah, man, people
That almost makes me gag.
You'd
like
be
that hit me.
amazed though at how many people could not tell the difference.
Oh no shit! On
Yeah.
like the high end versus the convenience store. Shut the fuck up.
I mean, apparently, I would imagine the true thing isn't going to be right away. Right away, I don't know. I mean, if you can get if there's such thing as fresh gas station sushi, but if you get it early on in its life, I would think it wouldn't be getting it down. I think it'd be keeping it down. I think after a while, that's when the fight is gonna happen.
It hits you, and then you got to do something about it. Either bring it up like you just did, or just.
Oh, dude, no. I mean, I just kind of I helped the inevitable. It was gonna happen after. Holy Christ! Because it took over at mine of its own there after I helped a little bit.
Yeah, no, I can tell. Like now.
Bro, I've been fighting this for like a solid, like the whole second half of this whole podcast.
Dude.
Whew. Yeah,
That's funny.
I feel like a weight is just gone.
I would agree. Like, yeah.
Yeah.
People listening, they'll be like, something's happened to Cody.
Right.
And then all of a sudden, like, we gotta pause it and then come back and be like, oh yeah, there he is.
Yeah, you fucking hear the carnage going on. We shouldn't have paused it. Maybe they could have picked it up.
No, not just in your being, like it is.
No, I
It's
mean,
just
like from,
Oh yeah.
from
Well, we
before.
still do have it on video. I don't know if it might pick it up, but I'll listen to it once. I'll be like, can I hear him?
Hey, can you just fast forward through a part? Like, can you, how, like, all of a sudden you'll see film speed up and they put, like, elevator music?
Oh, I can.
And then just put a label, Cody puking.
Yeah. I will. Yeah,
it's just you sitting there.
and then I'll
talking to
stop
Tank.
for Tank licking his ass.
Yeah, and then back at it. And then just me coming back.
To do like the what is that called, a time lapse?
Yeah.
Turn it to time lapse, and then be like,
Well, that's why I shut the door after, like, I felt it. I'm like, oh no. I shut the door and you can still hear it out here.
absolutely, and then it'll and then licking
Quick.
ass, and then
Quick
and we're
bark at
back.
the moon, son.
It's fucking awesome. Only this podcast. I promise you, only this podcast.
Probably,
Fuck all
yeah.
that.
Because anyone else would have just called her off and they dealing with that. But probably should have just done it hours ago.
Well, whatever. That's it.
It wasn't bad enough, I guess, though, to make it, to do it its own. But now, Jesus. I was actually worried about getting to sleep tonight because my stomach was hurt. And I'm like,
shit.
oh, fuck, it's going to be shit night. But no, that was
made her.
what the doctor ordered.
Absolutely.
Obviously, a good teeth scrubbing before I go to sleep. And
dude, oh, that's nuts. I'm sorry that you had to go through that, but I'm glad you feel
I'd
better.
rather go through it than sit here any
Right.
longer.
Right, I'm glad you feel better. I can feel it. I can feel you getting better.
Oh, yeah, that was fucking sweet. Feel like a champion.
Hell yeah.
Now,
Okay, so let me.
And by the way, I can't finish that Mickey's because that taste, this is not happening because a lot of it just came right the fuck out the.
We can let that one sit.
Yeah,
that one can
that's
just
gonna
be.
slide.
That one we can drop down for the homies. I guess,
That's an
right?
advertisement piece right there.
Yeah. Let's go right into like a deep crazy real fast because it just hit me where like, okay, let's go back to those books for a second. So this third one is called Amen, right? Now, however you want to call Amen, biblical or not, whatever, I don't care. But they're on Mars right now. In this book, they're on Mars. And you can imagine that this guy, author, is sitting there typing all of this stuff. And that typing itself is his way of grounding him here and being in the future 500 years at the same time, right?
Yeah.
So he's there by a projection, not physically like we're sitting right here, but he's there in a projected way.
Well, him sitting there on a type, he's like the catalyst to bridge the fucking two, you know, like...
Done. Yes. You understand.
Oh,
Fuck
100%.
Okay,
I
awesome.
mean, you just have to be able to have an imagination to picture...
Exactly.
The picture of a man sitting there typing.
Right.
And, because mentally... Like, his head is in the fucking future. Because, you know, because that's what he is writing about. He's putting himself there.
Exactly.
Writing about this while, you know, sitting in the present.
Right.
You know, like...
And you can... Dude, it's wild, yes. And you can tell he's feeling this stuff because he expresses the emotion of, wow, I don't know about this.
He's a good writer.
Yeah, oh, dude, it's awesome. So then he's like, I don't know about this. And then they remind him, hey, you know what, though? You're actually at home at your keyboard. And then as the reader, I'm like, fuck. Yeah, he is. Okay, we are going to be okay.
We're coming back now, yeah.
Right? So, we'll get back to the Martian piece. They're on Mars right now because, you know, everything's out there. We're not the only living thing, if you will, in this galaxy.
Right.
And what they're talking about right now is, so like, sun, not middle, but like beginning, if you will, from what most would understand. Then you have the rest of the planets.
Well, I'd say the sun is middle of us.
Right.
Of our piece, our little marble.
Exactly.
I think, okay, like, just to... I think, you know, the end of, the very end of Men in Black.
Yeah.
How everything starts fading out.
Yes.
That is honest to Christ the way I hope it is.
Same. Yes, exactly.
That's how I want it.
That's how I believe it. I feel like that's exactly what it is, right?
Yeah.
So you have sun right here in our little marble of all of us.
Yeah.
But what's crazy about what they're talking about is, and the reason I go like this is because sun is here, let's just say, you know, Earth is here. There's if you call it, what, a parallel or mirrored, that's what I'm looking for, that's the word. Mirrored line of planets on the other side of the sun. And that's where this dude who's talking with them, he would be considered a Martian on Mars, is explaining to them they're earthly, kind of. They're not human, but they're human-esque.
Right.
And they are an older species guiding us, or this solar system, in making sure that we're in conscious evolution and we're on track. Because the cosmos, source, creator, God, however you want to see that,
Right.
has given that task to them and make sure that we're okay. So that blew my mind. Like, what the fuck? Cool. Let's do more of that. And he has all of this technology literally at his fingertips, and he's just kind of making motions, and all of a sudden this 3D image comes in, and I'm like, let's do that. And I'm sure
Cool as hell.
I know. I'm sure it's already being figured out today. Like creating.
Oh, dude, I mean, the technology. Well, once again, technology. You know how quick it evolves and quick it advances. It's because we are already I fully believe, and I mean, I believe we're probably to the point of breaking the time barrier. You know, speed, like the speed of light and shit. Because once you can break the speed of light is when you can start time traveling and whatnot. I believe.
Exactly.
I don't know, because it's just we will never see it. What is it now? So like in different movies and shit, like in like future type movie settings and shit, right?
Yeah.
Like one of the biggest, not biggest, but one thing you'll see in a lot of, or not all of them. Maybe I might be cocking on my ass here, but I know I've seen it several times in pictures.
Yeah.
Where it is in the future, time travel is like. It's like taking a vacation, you know, like now you can take vacations at a different time.
Yeah.
You know, and shit like that, because it's been doing that, and I think they have these technologies that that still can't fathom.
Right.
But we slowly catch up to our government is basically what it is. They
Right.
trickle out little tiny bits.
Absolutely.
And they always have. And I feel we could have probably had cell phones as advanced as we have now, probably in the 90s, but they didn't want to.
Right.
You
Whatever
know,
they could. And I feel like right now is, because they, on the human end of it, are trying to control that. And they are losing control. That's where I feel the deep down and these books come into, into my awareness. I'm like, holy, they call it the Great Storm in these books. And if you notice like the COVID part, or the coronavirus, whatever you want to call it, they're called cytokine storms. And those things go hand in hand with what these books are saying. Like you either survive it or you don't. And the deaths from these cytokine storms are from people who are already compromised. They're already dying. They just don't know it yet. So like when they do die, you only die in this world. Like I don't know what death is, duh, right? That's why I'm sitting here, because I'm still alive. But like if you really get down to the soul piece of a physical being down into the soul, they've actually done the studies where like you have a physical body that takes up so much space. Then they die, right?
They've been able to figure out the soul versus...
Once they die, that physical space is less by a certain amount of measurement.
Yeah.
So what leaves? The fucking soul. Right?
It is fucking cool.
So,
like soul and consciousness, because I feel
yes.
your consciousness and like that shit is your soul. But you know.
Exactly. So then going back to Dr. Joe, he actually finds ways to measure, because everybody needs something to hold on to for the ego to grasp on and believe it.
Yeah.
He measures the EEG waves, like your brain waves, right? To show you that you have reached theta and delta and like these waves that you can't reach while you're awake, right? But you can because you meditate or you don't do anything. You just practice something, right?
Yeah.
And the example that he always does is give somebody a piano and have them play it, like learn it and practice it, and then give somebody a thought of playing that exact piano, and then you have them sit with somebody and think about it for 2 hours a day, think about it, and then have somebody play it and practice it. Same amount of learning happens. Isn't that nuts? And you would sit with somebody that they would remind you every certain amount of time, because you need it as a human to be like, I need to interrupt that or else you'll fall asleep.
Right.
Same amount of talent, if you will, happens. Isn't that nuts? But it's just the power of your mind is what they're proving.
Yeah.
It's not nuts anymore, but used to really blow my mind. It's just sitting there going. But if I sit there and think about the exact movements and thoughts, I can learn it just as good as going through the motions. What?
You can learn like a piano without ever actually touching a piano.
Exactly.
Yeah. That's it's a crazy concept.
It's the mental rehearsal is what a lot of people would call it.
Well, I'd say that type of thing right there, like, it's like how you have musicians today who can't read music, don't know notes, don't know nothing.
Right.
But we can, like I've never one time been taught drums.
Right.
When I got a drum set, I could play it.
Yeah.
It just... Yeah, maybe. I mean, but I don't think I ever engaged in anything like that.
Right.
Or at least to my knowledge.
Sure.
But
that's that. I mean, for anybody who's thinking, well, I don't have the resources to do any of that, you're full of shit.
Yeah.
It's in
Or at
your
least
head.
you just don't realize that you're full of shit.
Exactly. Right. That's exactly it. It's not literally like, oh, fuck you. It's you really tap into your
Right.
brain. Like, I know we've said this before many times, is we don't use all of our mental capabilities.
No, but if we could, man,
And
just
that-
5% more would be
Right.
a stupid amount of fucking power.
Yeah. And that's what I feel like is coming. Literally, I feel like we are, as a species, moving towards that.
Could. I think there are people out there that are.
Oh, they're definitely out there who
Yeah.
already are there.
Yeah.
I'm just saying as a whole, because we're so not there as a whole.
Well, because I feel like we're like the dumbing down of America is pretty much a success,
Yeah.
and the dumbing down and like they want. I think they want us ignorant. They want
Yeah.
us fucking, to think that. And I feel like they've always just wanted us to think a certain way, and they just don't. They're not gonna fucking really publish anything to let us know about all this.
Right. Right. What do you think the internet was for?
Originally?
Yeah, well, not necessarily originally, but the whole timeline of the internet. Do you think it's just a big distraction?
On like the grand scheme of things.
Right.
I don't know. It could have been.
You know what I mean? Like, point people into a direction long enough. It's the whole, like, sleight of hand. Look over here.
Oh
And
yeah.
forget about really what's happening down
So
here.
like every scandal with the government, like with the Trump thing more than ever, just
Yeah.
throughout his entire presidency, I was like fucking wondering what was going on. What are they trying to hide right now? Or what are they doing behind the scenes?
Right.
Because this shit's getting ridiculous.
Well, yeah, like, it seems as Biden is in. But why?
Mine's a puppet.
Right. No, I'll give you that. But, like, why did that? Not necessarily why, but, like, why? I don't know. I don't even know where I'm going with that. Why or even how? Like, I cannot fathom, like, how much a person can sway that and then they ignore that happened.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, how does that
For
work?
sure.
Like, we all voted, or somehow went and voted and did something, and then all of a sudden it was Fox News saying,
Right.
Biden won all these states. You're like, what now? Since when does the media tell us that? I don't know. It's so weird right now.
Before the count should even have been.
Right.
Right, and like Trump's administration trying to say there's voter fraud and stuff like that, which there is every year to a degree.
Sure.
But I mean, is it enough that would sway the election?
Right.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's just such a weird.
For what he has proof for, no.
Yeah. Right.
It would, or else it wouldn't be president-elect.
Right.
Good old president-elect Joe Biden.
Right.
Sleepy Joe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think he's fit for presidency. What it is that's why they had him run with Kamala Harris. Now they're going to knock two birds with one stone, and the first colored and first female.
Right.
So it'll be the first female, but then, you know, damn right, well, if a black female ever would get it, now it's the first black female. Like,
right.
Why can't it just be, we have a first black president and the first female president?
Right.
Because
they really got to drive it home. Yeah.
That we're so worried about race.
Well, that's what divides us too.
Oh, yeah. Race and religion.
Yeah. When really, religion's been such a...
Been a roller coaster ride for its entirety.
Yeah. Religion itself, like, you don't have to believe anything. It's just more or less it's what it is. Acceptance and noticing. Like, notice it first. Holy shit. Like, okay, Gary V. Like, I know I talk about it a lot, but I saw this today. Oh shit. Burning? No.
False alarm.
Right. I saw this today, and he was like, okay, so LinkedIn right now, right, is a big app. Like, it's kind of like Facebook 10 years ago.
Oh, yeah, no, I got you. I know what LinkedIn is. I just have never used it.
But I mean, like, LinkedIn's popularity, if you will, is Facebook 10 years ago right now. So 2010 is 2020 LinkedIn. Do it.
Huh.
It's kind of crazy because you'd think it would be more popular. It's just not. And now it's becoming more popular. So he was saying, play the pretend game. Like, if you have a skill that you know you're good at, but nobody else really knows you're good at it, go on LinkedIn right now and play a pretend game. So I did. I was like, oh shit, I could totally do that. So I was writing. I just grabbed the notebook and my pen and I started writing. And this is where I'm, like, long story short of it is, it literally is long story long. But I was sitting there writing out my client that I have helped, and then I note at the end that it's pretend. But you do that enough times, and people will think, Jesus, you really helped these people. You're like, well, no, you didn't. But you're speaking to me.
You did, but you didn't.
Right? And I feel like that's what's happening right now. And that's what can happen to anybody in your own head. If you can just create a story long enough, it's going to come true. And I don't know where I'd go with that. But that's what's hidden me from this whole Biden-Trump thing is somebody's created all this already.
Oh, yeah. They created a fucked up place, time to be in America, when it was him versus Hillary.
Right.
Like, really? Those are the choices. Damn.
I know. What do you do? All of it's a puppet.
Well, yeah.
The next thing's a puppet. The next person's a puppet.
Yeah, all you gotta do is just go through the motions.
Right.
Why are you crying and whining, dude?
Right, he's like, we gotta shut it down.
No, he does this too.
Oh, really?
If it was just me and I was sitting out here with, like, my TV out here, he'd be standing in that little opening between the closet there and the entry, or not entry, the bar.
Yeah, no shit.
Sits there and stares at me. Like, let's go.
Oh,
yeah,
Ben.
the dog loves Ben.
Right. Well, the owner, the dad.
Also loves Ben.
Right, dad. Right,
yeah,
Tank?
match made in heaven, bro.
Totally.
Alright, well, yeah, no, if we are gonna fucking wrap it up.
I think we can call her.
My apologies for the first half, people, or first most of it. I tried to keep it together, but I had to goddamn go puke.
No, that's dedication right there, man.
Ooh.
Holy moly.
Yeah, sometimes brutal. brutal to be me sometimes. Yeah.
Well, Roseau, anybody in Roseau? You guys are... Oh, dude, did you hear about the movie theater real fast? I'm going to call some out, and we're going to put Blast out real fast.
Nah.
Roseau Movie Theater has been selling popcorn since, what, day one?
Yeah.
Okay? Somebody had the audacity to turn them in for not having an agriculture permit to sell popcorn.
Fuck you. Jealousy, man. People are just, instead of finding a way to make their own lemonade with what we're given, they just go ahead and take everyone else's from.
Dude. And if you think for a second that, jealousy, I agree. Somebody looked at that, because they've been selling popcorn trying to, make ends meet with this Roseau movie theater, right? Like, somebody's going, oh, those fuckers are just trying to make money. They're just trying to, make more money, you greedy motherfucker. No, you know what? Those two, the people that own that place, they are some of the hardest working people I've ever seen in my life.
Well, even the bar. I mean, because they don't have the income from the bar either.
Right. So it's like, be nice.
Yeah, they're getting hit.
God dang it. So I'm like, if we were to lose our movie theater here, we're lucky enough to have it. Crazy lucky. Shout out to the Roseau Movie Theater. And fuck you to the person who tried to get them caught for selling popcorn.
Yeah.
Are you fucking kidding me?
I'm surprised the cops would even answer that.
How? It's $77 for a year. So, it's not that much, but it's still the whole premise. It's the whole, the audacity of that piece of shit who would turn them in. Really? I think they've been open since 1948, and you can ask all of the owners previous to those, to the current owners of that theater. I guarantee you nobody's ever heard of that.
No.
God damn it.
No one there, and I bet you around the globe, most theaters don't have that.
That's exactly it. So anybody, if you hear anything, tell Cody or myself who the hell did that, and we need to know, because
snitches get stitches, son.
Exactly. I know.
No, I'm not about to go and commit a crime, but
no. But I'm sure the owners of the theater would really appreciate the information. Tell them. Actually.
Yeah.
You don't need to tell us. Tell them. Go to them and please tell them who did that, because they would really like to know.
Hell yes. Hell yes.
So quick, I had to bring that. I completely forgot, but I'm sure there are Roseau people who listen to this, and I'm sure they'd appreciate that, because I appreciate the shit out of the Roseau movie theater. So, hell yeah. All right, till next time, everybody. Thanks for listening.
Peace and love,
hell yeah.
Homies. Fuck you, Lewis. Bye.
Bye for now.
That puke brought it out of me.
Yeah, no shit, right?
Oh.
And then I'm gonna hit stop on here. Yeah, bye-bye. Oh, I'm still